Before we talk about the Ninja, we wanted to add just a little something. We're using this kind of white foam here. It's a clear. It's a DuPont styrene or styrofoam. The trade name is styrofoam, but the chemical name is polystyrene. And it's relatively light, and it's relatively flimsy. Now we've got some comments. As to why don't we use the hard blue foam? You know, you go down to the Home Depot or some of the other hardware stores, Lowe's and all that. They got the heavy blue foam or the hard blue foam, and it looks a lot sturdier than this stuff. And some people say, well, gee whiz, why don't you just use the hard foam? And then they got it in blue, then they got it in pink, and they got some in dark brown, and these are something they call excretion foams. These are little balls. I don't know if you can see the little balls in here, and they are pressed together to make a sheet. The excretion is a bit of a chemical, and it expands out also, but expands out in a more of a liquid to a solid, and then that's another kind of foam. But we found it to be a little heavy. For the heavy guys, it's not a big problem. Or if you got a truck or something like that, or whatever it is, car top, it's no problem. But we found out it's a little bit heavy. And what does that mean? That means that in itself it's light, but by the time you get your backpacks and all that stuff, you get your backpacks and all that stuff on your shoes. The whole thing gains weight. So we want to start out with something's light in this shoe here. Of course, you can pick up with one finger, and we talked about that before. This foam is real light, and you could, it's no problem. You got a light netting you just put around it, so you're in good shape. Now, of course, for the people that want more steady, but you don't really need it. It's almost like a parachute. The parachute looks a little flimsy, but the thing, you can drop a very heavy load on a parachute. The old space shuttles, not space shuttles, the space capsules, when they came back to Earth, they dropped in the ocean, and they used parachutes. But if you get close to the parachute, it looks a little flimsy, but the overall package, it can hold a lot of weight. And the same thing with this. These shoes here that we're showing can support about 300 pounds, as they are, but you can always add more foam, and these are 4 inches thick. Take it up to 5 inches, 6 inches, or whatever you need. Not that you're that heavy, but the cargo that you're carrying. In a lot of cases, maybe 2 people are on the one shoe. The dad is carrying his daughter. He's got a little daughter that's 6 years old, and she don't want to be on the shoe by herself. She want to be with her daddy, and so you make a little larger shoe, and then she sitting on the shoe or standing on the shoe or whatever, and they're moving together. So we take that in consideration. This wind is blowing. We're in Okinawa, Japan, and we're in the tsunami season. Now, tsunami equates to hurricane in the States, and so we're in the tsunami season. So we get a bit of wind blowing over. So if the camera kind of flies off this tripod we got, I don't know, but we'll hang in there. So